Morning, everybody. Henry's Coffee Shop Talk is going to be about investments. And the reason I'm going to talk about investments because I was talking to some people yesterday, young, 18-ish, 19, 20 years old. This will help you. Some that are in their 30s and some even my age. And I asked specific questions. How much can you afford to put in savings? Have you looked at your bank to invest in money market? Have you even thought about investments? How's your portfolio? You got guys that are in their 50s, my age, don't have the money, haven't put the money away, and have no vision for the retirement of their future. They may end up working until they're 70, 75, or until they die, right? Some, their health is failing, and they can't even think about the future because they haven't thought about putting any money away. You got to put 10% of your paycheck away. You got to go to the bank and take out a money market CD. Get it. My bank calls it an easy CD, which means you can go in and out of it. Buy it out, $50 to open it. Unlimited amount you can put in and running almost 5%. Go put that money in there and hold that 5%. 5% is better than anything you can get in any other investment. Here's the problem, though. Everybody would rather have a credit card debt of 19%. 20%, 15%. You can roll those credit cards over, call out the credit cards, roll them over at zero cost to roll it over, get it for maybe 18 months at 0% or 1.9%. Put that money you make on that into a 5% account, and that'll offset your 1.9% loss, and you're going to still make 2% higher than on your money you're making back that you saved on paying on that credit card. Pay that credit card off. Don't buy things if you don't have cash. If you don't have cash, don't buy it. Save it up and then go buy it with cash. Or buy it with a cashback card and pay the cashback card off. You got to show yourself some restraint in order to make money and save money. If you can't show yourself restraint, then what's going to happen is you're going to always be upside down and you'll be poor forever. I'm not poor forever. I got out of poverty over 20 years ago. I figured out how to invest my money. I figured out how to make my money. I rolled my money around all over the place. I've helped others roll money all over the place. My personal opinion, stay away from IRAs, Roth or traditional. It's run by the government. To me, it's trash. It's no better than the bonds they were selling back in the day. You got to be told when to use it. 67. Are you kidding me? Nobody knows they're going to live to 67. Why would you trap your money in a 1.9% IRA when I can put in an easy CD, which my handshake is with the bank, and I get 5% on that return? And I can take it out anytime I want, and I only pay taxes on my dividends that I made off of that money that I invested. I'm not highly educated. I don't have a college degree. I really don't care. I don't need it to know how to make money. I learned how to make money way before I ran across any of those type of people. And those type of people, all they want to do is sell you a product to make money, which is smart on their part because they're making money off of you on your ignorance. This is free. I'm telling you how I did it. Go get yourself a money market / easy CD at 5%. Open it up and start putting money in it. Buy it for 1 year. 30 days, 90 days, 3 months prior to it maturing, which means it's going to roll over if you don't do something with it, and it's going to roll over to what the current market is on that CD, or you can keep the current cost, or you can watch it and you can roll it over and get more out of it. Maybe it goes up to 7%. I don't know. But at least at 5%, you can trap it now and you can hold it. It's like catching a butterfly and holding it and feeding it correctly, and it lives forever. That's how a CD will do. You trap it now at 5%, you can hold it forever if you do it right. Problem is, most people don't have the proper restraint and mindset to do it. My question to you is, do you? You have a proper mindset? Do you have the restraint? Do you want to be wealthy? Do you want to have nice things? You want to have nice things. This is a nice thing. This is a really nice thing. There's a reason why I have a nice thing. Because I've taken time to figure out how to make more money. When I was a kid, I hoarded things. And it was kind of funny because I already had a natural act for counting and hoarding things. I hoarded my Easter candy. I hoarded my trick-or-treat candy. I hoarded things. There was a reason why I hoarded it. And then I hoarded money. And then I'd turn around and made more money. And I'd loan money. When I was on a carrier, this is when I was on active duty, I didn't know that I can make money with money. And I did it by loan sharking money out because my paycheck at the time, every 2 weeks, was less than $60. Because I took advance pay. Didn't know that would affect me. I learned real quick about finances. Took advance pay. And then I had to take emergency pay to go see my grandfather when he was sick and was going to pass away. Then I learned real quick how not having money but yet working hard meant. I learned real quick at 17 how to real manage my money and to make more money. We didn't have the bank system we had now, in my vision. You cashed a check, you walked around with cash. You had a hide check, you had to hide cash. You didn't have access to a bank. I didn't have a car. So I taught myself real early when I was young how to handle my money, what to do with it, and how to reinvest it, and how to make more. You can listen to this Henry's Coffee Shop podcast, take it any way you want. But I'm telling you, in my opinion, and I bought them and I don't like them, and I collapsed them, IRAs, traditional or regular, right, are not worth your effort. You're not getting your bang for your buck. Go get yourself an easy CD at 5%, put your money in it, and start filling it up. You're going to watch that piggy bank's going to grow and grow and grow and grow. It's going to instill you to make more. It's going to instill you to put it away. If you don't, what happened is you get in what I call the financial despair. I was there. I didn't see any light. I didn't see any light at the end of the tunnel. All I saw was debt, debt, debt. My first wife was a debt creator. There's two types of partners. A debt creator and then a debt destroyer. My current spouse that I'm with is a debt destroyer. She is frugal. She watches. She goes to the thrift store. She don't have anything does not bother her if she wants to buy a purse or she sees a dress. She is smart with a penny. She knows where to shop. She goes to proper stores to buy the stuff at a better price. She's frugal, she's smart, and she's a debt destroyer. We use cashback cards. I use cashback for everything. Take that cash back and I put it in my 5%. I took the bank's money from them. I stole it. And I tried to steal at least $2,000 to $3,000 a year from them. And then I put it in 5%. And now look at the money I'm making back on their money that they gave me, which they try to get me hook, line, and sinker to their debt system. Take their debt system and turn it around on them. You're going to colleges and spending your money on stupid stuff and trying to have stuff and compete with other people. Financially, you're not going to win. You can't compete with other people with your money. You don't have enough of it. You got to learn how to spend it and invest it. You can't compete with your coworker or your neighbor. They may be smarter than you with their investments. I once had my neighbor walk over to me and says, "Are you a drug dealer?" I said, "No. Why would you say that?" He says, "I can't believe what you got at your age. I can't believe at 50 years old, you got this house, you got those cars, you got this, and you got that, and you got this, and you got that." Well, I'm sorry you can't believe it. I said, I'm sorry that you didn't know how to invest your money. So I said, well, let me help look at your portfolio. Let me help you. So I looked at his portfolio, and he had $750,000. But he didn't have any assets. I said, you don't have no assets. You just got a house. And he had a house that he bought at $125,000, and it needed $300,000 worth of work. But it was an asset, but it wasn't a well taken care of asset. So I said, well, let's refocus your money, and let's make you money, and then let's fix your asset. So I took his $750,000, and at the time, I was able to get him a 5.5 or almost 6% CD times $750,000. I gave him another, after taxes, another a year, $28,000 for his portfolio. Before you knew it, in 4 years, I had him over because he put more money in it. I had him over $1 million. We took that, rolled it over, and kept making more money with it. Then we took a small portion of his income and started fixing his house. He then lost his spouse and decided that he needed to downsize. Now his portfolio was running close to $1.5 million. He then sold his house. Remember, he paid $125 for it. We put $150 into it. He sold his house for $600. That's what you do with your money. You roll money over and make money. You do it smartly. The other day I saw a young gentleman, he was a sailor, and he was talking about his futures, and we were talking about money. He doesn't have no savings accounts. You'll like this story. He has no mindset of a savings account. And he said his wife stumbled upon a CD that she had, and it was at 2.5%. And she had $50,000 in that CD. And I said, you need to roll it over into your bank CD, which is at 5%. Well, I don't know about that. I said, what do you mean you don't know about that? I said, it's 5%. It's 2.5% more. 2.5% more on your $50,000. It's in the same bank you're in, and you can manage it and make more money. He has no other savings. He's put no money aside, but he's talked about where he's going to move up near his home state, and he found a 20-acre house that needed a lot of work, not livable, really, and he was going to spend $250,000 on it. I said, it's a bad time to do that. He said, well, why is that? He says, it's an investment. The area there is going for $500,000-$600,000. I said, yeah, not at this time, but not at your time. They're selling a house for $250,000, but the area is $600,000. There's a problem there. First off, do you have the money to put down on the $250,000? I'm going to use my VA loan. So now you're going to put more cost into the house because the VA loan cost you, and then you're going to finance that because the VA is making money on that. Of course, they help you because you don't have to put no money out of pocket. I get that. But what you don't understand is you're creating more debt at a high interest rate. I said at 7% on your $250,000, you're going to spend close to $20,000 with taxes, probably $25,000 a year into taxes and interest. You're not going to dig yourself out of that hole. I said, I got a $400,000 home I built, brand new, now worth close to $800,000. Built it brand new, put a lot of money into it. $409,000 is a lot of money. Some of you may not think so. Some of you that have it, that's your own business. Stay out of this talk. People that don't have it, I'm frugal with my money. $409,000 at 1.87% interest. I started paying double on the loan. I put cash down to buy the loan down, so I had less interest to pay. Now I'm at less than $8,000 a year in interest that I pay on my home. I use that towards taxes. Not much of a tax shelter, but I'm giving away $8,000, not $30,000, not $40,000, not $50,000, not $60,000. You got to be smart with your investment. I wanted to build up north, up in Wisconsin. I bought a nice piece of land, little over 1 acre. Has a lot of perks to it. Has a well, power, sewage. It's ready to go. I can build on it. I saved myself close to $100,000 with it. But I might have picked the wrong builder, because the builder started at $1 million. Then I got him down to $672,000, and I talked it down. But I looked at it and I said, look, it's 7% interest rate with taxes up there, which are more, and the interest on the loan is 7.5% against, let's say, $700,000. I'm going to pay close to $70,000 in the first year in interest and taxes. So that first year, I'm going to lose $70,000. How is that an investment? That's how you got to look at it. What am I going to lose based on the money I got investing? And I'm not going to go take $300,000-$400,000 out of the bank that's making 5%. You know, I'm making 15, 16, 17, 18, could be making $30,000 a year. Why would I flip that upside down, take that money out of there, and lose that on a house that's taking $70,000 a year in interest and taxes? And I'm not living in it. That's not a smart investment. You have to think about what you're doing with your money. When you hand over a buck, you got to go, what's in it for me? What am I going to get back out of that buck? You go to buy something, you pay cash for it on a cashback card and make money on it. But don't put yourself upside down in debt where you're going to pay 5%, 10% back on the money for buying that object and your cashback doesn't give you no dividends. You got to think about these things before you reach in your pocket and compulsive buy. I don't compulsive buy. I got things that are in Amazon shopping cart and eBay that's been in there for weeks. And I keep watching and watching and watching. And I've had the seller come back and give me another 15, 20% off it. And then I go buy it. A lot of statements, patience is a virtue. I think that's true when it comes to finances and how you handle your money. Again, I'll make my statement. You cannot have this if you do not manage your money correctly. You have to manage your money correctly and invest properly. You have to take the time and do research. I watch people go at work here where I work, walk in routinely to Subway, and the price has gone up to $14 for a damn sub sandwich combo. And they willingly reach into their pocket and buy this. You just spent $14. You do it 10 times a month? Do the math. If you don't know the math, on your computer, there's a little thing that says calculator. On your phone, there's a little thing that says calculator. Once you calculate what you're pissing away on cigarettes, vaping, eating at Subway, eating out, compulsive spending, and you're going to blow your mind that you probably piss away $500 to $1,000 a month on additional costs of stuff that you did not need. That you could have put at 5% and made money back and watch it grow over time. All right, that's my pitch to you about investments. Hope I helped you. Talked a little bit long, but this is more of a coaching thing for people. Especially this affects all ages, no matter how old you are. Watch how you spend your money and watch how you use it. Be wise with it. Do your research and don't piss it away. All right? Otherwise, you're going to be in your 50s and above and you're not going to have nothing. And you're always going to look at that person driving that nice car, that nice house, and movie stars and watching TV, dreaming of having something that they have, but you don't have the ambition to sit down and do it correctly and save it. You'll never have it. That's all I got to say to you. Henry out. That's the end of this coffee shop talk, and I know it was long, but when it comes to investments, you got to do it wisely, and I want everybody to prosper. And you can't do that when you're not listening to people and taking the right path, and you're just throwing money out the door. All right? Have a great weekend. It's going to be a long one. Happy Memorial Day, everybody. Celebrate it safely. Celebrate it for the intention of what it was designed for. Have a great day.